And that's it, man. For a fast game like that, that makes sense. It makes sense. It's a fast game. Let me cut out the volume here for a little bit because you and I gotta talk a little about this game, right? It's over. We beat it. El Finito. Yeah, that was a short game. That was. You know, I'm gonna even say that it was worth it for giving. I give it points for being short. But otherwise, it's really forgettable. It really is just a run around, shoot 'em game, man. I don't really... the floatiness, I don't really understand where they're coming from with the... I guess with it all, I don't know. None of it really had much of a good vibe. Nothing really stood out in this game as really that good. Now that I beat it, I'm looking back, I'm like, what did I actually like about it? Not a whole lot. I mean, it was just a simple shooting game. Very simple. It didn't even feel that great to shoot stuff, which is kind of... That's like the main point of a first-person shooter, is to feel good to shoot the guns. They felt okay, but, you know, aiming was kind of wonky, especially with the pistol. I mean, it just... The sensitivity isn't quite right. I don't know what it is, but there's no, like, lock-on to kind of help offset, like, boo, 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 you know, kind of the joystick aiming. Not like Division 2, which really has a good balance between auto on it and still being able to do shit and control it. So, but that's a third person. That's a third person shooter. This being a first person, I don't know. They didn't really help out too. The aiming just was a little off. It didn't quite feel right. The vehicles didn't quite control the way that I would like them to. They were a little floppy. They were a little unresponsive. They didn't really move. Vehicle combat was really sloppy and kind of rigid. It didn't really... I don't know. Things didn't move the way I wanted them to move when I hit buttons. Things didn't quite come out. And they, like, your vehicle just slips and slides like it's on a fucking waterway or some shit. Like, it's all over the place. Shit doesn't have any traction. Ridiculous. Yeah. I don't know. There really wasn't anything about... I mean, none of it is like... That's the thing, though, right? None of it is pointlessly horrible. None of it is horrible. Just not amazingly executed. It's really just basic. I mean, it's just a standard and hold it down and that's it. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's really about it. There's really not a whole lot else to say. It's a really bland game, in the exception that, you know, maybe some people really like the aesthetic. Like, I guess that's what this game is selling itself on. It likes to push this colorful pink, kind of purple splatty shit all over your face, and I guess that's really the game's selling point, is it looks like that. Wasteland, kind of future Wasteland. I honestly don't like Wasteland. I don't really like it that much, and I don't like Future that much either. So this definitely didn't strike me much on that front. Kind of in general, the game just struggled a bit for me, man. I didn't really feel it that well on any front. The only thing that really kept me going was that the combat was just good enough, and the game is fast paced. So they didn't... This is actually something... It's saving grace. They really didn't throw any bullshit at you that you couldn't... It stuck by its guns the whole time, and you played it the way that you expect to play it. And very clearly, the majority of the game is supposed to be playing it the way that you want to, utilizing whatever guns you want to use. I didn't even get half the guns. I didn't even look for them. I only got 4 basic guns, and I was happy. That's all I wanted to use, was the assault rifle and the rocket launcher when I got it. That was it. And honestly, the rocket launcher wasn't even that good. But it was nice to have the assault rifle, and the pistol even worked out pretty good for a while there. I think it kind of fell off a bit after a ladder. But in any case, it's very clear that it's a game meant for you to just play it however you want and shoot your gun and do all sorts of dumb shit, which is not so bad. Is this based off of a comic, or is this written, like, after the game? Is that what the deal is here? I think maybe this actually was based on some sort of a comic book. Very strange game. It really doesn't have... I don't really see a whole lot of appeal to it. I don't know who asked for a second one of these. The first one wasn't particularly great either. So, I don't know. I never even played the first. I just saw it and was like, I got better things to do. But I didn't have better things to do in this one. That's kind of the good thing. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't really understand what the point of this one was exactly. But it got me good enough. It got me good enough to play it and beat it. But, you know, I played and beat shitty games, so you really shouldn't... Don't take that away as much of anything. I mean, that's just what I do. I stream, and I like to stream, and I'll play whatever just to have streaming time, you know? Yeah, that's really about it. I liked it when I guess the good points about the game is that I liked it when you got that little flight machine. I wish flight could have been more of a thing. I wish there was like a jetpack or something. I mean, I kind of like the glide. The glide felt pretty good to use. You could climb anywhere. It is a Bethesda game, so being able to kind of climb on top of a lot of things, if not everything, that was actually very satisfying. I like that a good deal. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. There really doesn't seem to be a whole lot of reason for this game. I think it's just sort of just another thing to shoot stuff with, right? Bethesda and ID. I don't know if ID has been doing much of anything lately. They made some pretty good stuff. I think they made some Star Wars things. I kind of wanted to play Force Unleashed again. Maybe I should go get the Force Unleashed games. Those were kind of satisfying. Yeah, the flying around was kind of cool with the one ship. And like I said, the game is mercifully short, so I really appreciate that. Not to shit on it too hard. I don't really want to shit on it that hard. It's just that it's a very bland and boring game, but it kind of has a little bit of fun shooting the gun, and it's mercifully short. There's just... You don't do much. You don't even have to grind up the reputation, which is what I did for a while. Didn't even have to do that. That was a waste. I wasted time doing that, which is fine because it gave me extra, you know, it gave me extra stuff to boost up my gun. I didn't even know that you had perks for your abilities in this game. I had no idea. I had zero clue about the perks, but I used them. At the end, I used them. Like, I was having an easy enough time without them. So I don't know, man. I wouldn't suggest this game for like anything other than a bargain bin. This is a very, if you're interested at all, it's seriously got a bargain bin, this game. I desperately would not suggest this being anything other than a super cheap ass game. Damn, he survived. In the comics, he survived. Do you see that there? So, I don't know. Like, it's, yeah, I mean, I honestly feel like this is a game that maybe you can rent. I wouldn't even bother renting it, though. It's just, if it is something that you really want to try. But what is here that you really want to try? Like, what is it? I mean, the shooting isn't going to take you home anywhere. The shooting isn't going to make you feel that good. The storyline is a big pile of whatever. I don't know. I'm not sure what about this is supposed to make you want to pick it up and play it. There's just not a whole lot here. It's just a game. Just another first-person shooter. You know, it doesn't change a lot. I mean, even the whole floating, the double jump, I mean, it's all been done before. It feels okay. It actually, movement feels all right in the game. That's a point. At least, it's a small point. It's just... It's all put together in a very standard method that I can't really advise anybody jumping on it because it's just such a forgettable experience. I'm probably never going to remember that I played this damn game. It's like, it's just, it was what it was. It was this, Bethesda and ID. Even ZeniMax got in on it. Like, Havoc engine, of course. Like, I don't know. It really did not stand out in any particular method to me. It really just didn't. But whatever. Rage 2. I guess here it is. It's done. Congratulations. Rage 2. Time to move on to something else. I gotta figure out what else to do, though. That's the problem.